Greetings and welcome back to the Dicey Cantina. It's the second Tuesday of the month, which of course means it's Hopco. And we did it, y'all. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. So, if you're here later watching this replay because of the almighty algorithm, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Andrew, your host of the Dicey Cantina podcast and creator of the Foxglove letters. I said that really quickly. Won't say it 4 times fast. That's dumb. And I'm going to send it around the table. AJ, you're next to me.
I'm AJ Kimbal. I'm an artist. You can find me on Instagram. And I play games with these wonderful people. And you'll hear my voices on all sorts of podcasts like Coruscant Nights, Other Place, podcast, Tubular Teams with Titans. I play the monsters, several of them. I'm all over.
Who are you passing it to, AJ?
Oh, I'll go down. Well, on my screen, I'll go down to Mark. And we'll leave the best for last.
I am Mark from Nightcast Creative. I make the shows Coruscant Nights, The Other Place, and all of those other related shows. We play lots of RPGs, mainstream, indie, pretty much whatever comes across my table. And yeah, that's about it. Next up is our GM, Erica.
Hey y'all, I'm Erica Goodwitch. I hope to be launching my own actual play show using Star Wars FFG systems called Legends of Syssimon on February 7th. But mostly I appear in other people's shows. I've appeared in Coruscant Nights. I will be appearing on The Other Place. Dicey Cantina, Heidi and Way. You can find all that information on my linktree / Erica Goodwitch.
So grown up.
And got it together. People can find all of your links. Some of those links, but not all of them tonight, are so far, but will be in the description of the video. The most important one, though, is the one to the Nightcast Discord, where we are playing this live. I know it looks like we're live on YouTube, because we are, but where we're really playing with the community is on Discord. Wave hi, everybody on Discord.
Say hi.
Yep, I can confirm they are waving. So, join us there. Help us name towns and have a good all-around time with the RPGs that we play. Hopco is the series where we play once a month on the second Tuesday. We play the games as we change GMs that we've wanted to play or get the creators to come play sometimes, which is pretty nice. So check it out, like and subscribe to the video, and all of that technical stuff is out of the way, which means that I'm going to pass it all the way back over to Erica. I used the proper term for DM. I'm going to do my best to remember that this evening for Dungeons and Dragons because, you know, it's official now. So take it away.
Oh, goodness. I'm the GM or the DM. That's weird. I'm usually the player. Yeah. So we are playing a one-shot holiday themed with our lovely players here are playing 5th level characters. And to sort of set the scene, our characters have traveled along a busy merchant road to a town that is getting underway into its first night of Winterfest. Now, Winterfest in these parts go on for 3 days, or 3 nights, really, of festivities. It's the coldest nights, the darkest nights of the year, and of course, in order to combat that, you just have to have the most celebration that you can. So as our characters are engaging with fun and celebration in our mystery name town, because I did not name it. Let's start with Mark. Mark, what do you think that your character would be getting up to as you want to introduce yourself?
So I am playing Sunder. Sunder is a druid and Aarakocra, I think is how you pronounce it. Does that sound right, Erica?
That sounds right.
She went to Strixhaven for a little while, but dropped out. She's Winterbloom Initiate. She's got her leather armor on. You can see the little bits of the old blue school uniform below it that she still wears it every once in a while. Her feathers are silver and white. She's much taller than her two companions, and she's holding her her never-ending mug of coffee, just letting the warmth from inside come up through the cold air and warm her up a little bit.
All right, so you're just
I'm just hanging out observing. She is not a big fan of crowds, so she's probably, if the other two will allow it, which I don't know that they will, sticking to the edges. Yeah.
all right. Well, while you're just sticking to the edges with your never-ending bottle of coffee, watching a performance on the stage right across the way from you of the storytellers telling the story about the mountain range, especially the one that's right beside the town, and the forest around. And you can't quite make out the details because along comes AJ.
Mhm.
AJ, what's your character been up to if you want to introduce yourself?
I'm playing Clatter. Clatter is a Kinku. He is a raven person, crow folk. Can't fly, pretty short. 5th level thief. Guts of the bow, guts the daggers, and it's kind of a thief. And so moving about through the crowd, sometimes things get filched, extra cookies go missing. And, these little orphans over here, they're not going to feed themselves. So those extra cookies, they can go to them. And one for me, and one for them, and two
So
for
you're
me.
pickpocketing.
Oh, I'm redistributing.
You want to roll a sleight of hand check for me?
Redistribute
I could
that
do
well.
this all day. That was fast. 27.
Yeah, you've got yourself quite a lot of items. Let me see. I'm gonna roll a couple of dice myself if I can get them out of my
27.
Hey, when you roll an 18, you know that you can only go downhill from here.
Yeah, you've gotten yourself like about 13 silver pieces out of people's pockets and like 6 or so cookies that you've distributed to small children and maybe kept a few for yourself.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, and Clatter is that. It's one of the things he is into. Is Clatter is all about giving back to the little orphans and the kids and stuff like that. He is an expert thief of sleight of hand and stealth. Those are his. That's his forte.
Thunder has no idea what Clatter is stealing, who he's stealing it from, but knows that he's stealing. Because why else would he be in the crowd right now and expects at least one cookie?
So long as I get some coffee.
I'll pour it out in a mug for you.
It's fine.
All right. So you two bickering away in your little corner here, with what's the term for like the sticky fingers with the sticky fingers?
Mm. Sticky feathers.
Andrew, what are you up to?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm content, relaxing in the corner. I'm playing Quirk tonight. Quirk is an Owlin bard, and he's leaning up against the wall or something to kind of take the weight off as he's strumming absentmindedly at some stringed instrument, probably a mandolin, I would think. Something small. as he prepares himself for, the festivities and a fun evening.
Are you going to be performing tonight? Do you have a slot lined up? Is that why you guys are here?
I mean, I didn't sign up for a slot, but you know
I
how these
signed
things
him up.
are. You signed me up?
No.
Hold on. It's the schedule is always things that get me a little off. It's the improvisation, the moment when you feel it, you have to perform, right? Like, so it wasn't too late that you signed me up for?
No, I didn't. Yes, I signed you up. It's coming up soon.
Very soon.
Did you actually sign him up?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, you might need to get your stories ready, like a story or something ready. Are you going to perform a song? Are you going to like tell a tale? Like,
Well, I was still waiting for
Only
inspiration.
one act away from going up there.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna pull out the harmonica, get that adjusted on. I think we're doing a song. So I can do this and whoo. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, very good. Yep.
So
Cookie?
Okay, if you fail, you fail. This is just the way things are.
fail. Look,
Do
you
you have an
can't
idea
fail
how
when
long
you're
you're gonna be
playing
going for?
music from the heart.
From the heart. From
Yeah.
the heart.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, you're gonna go for a while, right?
As
gonna do
as
one of your long
long as I'm
ballads?
feeling it, yeah. I mean, sometimes it's 10 seconds, and sometimes it's all night. We'll just see how it goes. That's the point, right?
Cinder, as you kind of stand beside your two friends as they go back and forth with this little bit of tension that you caused, you look, your eyes kind of drift up over their heads, and you see down the way where instead of the general performance area, there's more of the booths and stalls and everything. You see a man who's dressed in very fancy clothes. He's an older elf. And walking beside and standing beside him is this darker skinned human woman. Being a druid yourself, you just sort of automatically like see the signs in her that she's a druid as well. She's got more nature look going on with like paint across her face and like horns and feathers in her hair, heavy furs versus nicer town folk clothes. And she does not look happy, and neither does he.
I wonder why. Is there anything
don't
I
look at
can
me.
do to assess the situation from this far, or should I?
I'd say they're about
talk druid
60
to druid.
feet away. They're about 60 feet away, so you can't, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of people, so there's no
Yeah.
way that you could really hear anything, and it's a little too far away for you to be able to read lips or anything as well, even with your observant feet.
Okay.
But you've at least noticed it.
Hmm.
If you want to you can make it from here, you could probably make an insight check on body language.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your performance. And
What?
she
Where are you going? No,
starts
you know the
walking away,
lyrics.
and I would like to make that
Wait.
insight check.
Roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay. All
Clatter,
right.
it looks like you're singing the song tonight.
We should probably preface some of this where Andrew and I have played very limited number of Dungeons and Dragons sessions. I probably have like 8 over the past 6 years.
Some of those with me.
Yes.
And I'll
so that's
preference while
in-
you're doing that for 5th edition, the total number of sessions I have played is 0.
Oh, nice. I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely talking to each other, and there's tension in their like he's taller than her, so she kind of has to look up at him, and there's a very distinct you can tell that they're upset with each other, but you can't really make out the specifics of like the emotions there. Meanwhile, Andrew, you're up.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Clatter, we're up.
Quirk is going on stage.
Mm-hmm.
You
Dragon
going
Clatter
on
along
stage
with
by
me.
yourself?
No, I got the
What?
harmonica. Someone's got to sing the lyrics of the song.
You want the
Uh,
Kenku to sing the lyrics of the song?
Well, I wanted Sunder to sing the lyrics of the song. But Sunder wandered off. So only
I
doing
mean,
that, signing me
uh,
up for things, and then like not getting on stage. Like,
Clatter's
Survival of
probably
the
heard you
fittest.
sing it before, so can
yeah,
therefore mimic it.
that's what we're gonna go for.
mhm.
Oh, okay. You're
Oh
sure
man.
about this? That's a. Uh,
It's like
pulling
a
up.
small crowd before you as you walk up on the stage. It's like a wooden stage. There's snow tied it away and everywhere. And there's like the couple of like braziers in the crowd and wooden
Mhm.
benches that people are sitting on. You want to make,
All right.
I guess these would be performance checks. But do you want to sort of describe your performance to me first? That way I will I will decide the DC and whether or not you get advantage on your
Oh.
description.
So yeah, Quirk is right at home on the stage. Does this all the time. It's an upbeat melody. You know, it's early in the evening ish. Still, we want to keep the energy going. It's not time to bring things down. And so there's a nice steady rhythmic with the harmonica, and then and one of the things about Quirk's performances is that they all are predominantly improvised on what he believes sounds the best. And he's not wrong. I mean, he's a trained musician. But I'm not sure what the lyrics would look like, but he's into it. If I'm describing what it looks like. You know, he's got, moments where he's doing a little mandolin solo, like it's a nice big electric guitar and kick in. And,
Right.
tail feathers. They probably actually have a tambourine attached to it. That's probably the third
Ooh,
instrument.
I like that. I like that. That's a good.
Okay. So, because you don't really know this about yourself, before I ask AJ about what Clatter is doing, you have the option 3 times a day. Let me double check, make sure you don't have to. Yeah, 3 times a day between long rests, you can give a Bardic Inspiration die to one of your allies or to yourself. Nope, just to your allies.
Oh, okay.
Only to your allies, sorry. To help them. So you can choose, if you would like, to give a Bardic Inspiration die to Clatter to help him with this performance.
No, absolutely. Anybody coming on stage gets inspired by the performances that I have. So I would give
Absolutely.
that dice to
How come-
Clatter.
In the
How can we
interest of
not?
fairness, I will like to reiterate this is 3 times a day.
Yeah, but it's already dark outside, so.
All
There
right.
you
So AJ, you have a D6 that you can roll with a ability score, an attack
Right on.
roll, or ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw
Okay.
sometime within the next 10 minutes.
No problem.
Now you can choose to roll this after you roll your die, but before you know you succeed.
Okay.
So Andrew, can you roll your D20 with me for
Mhm.
me?
I rolled a 16.
And, okay, so this is 16 on the number.
And then this is performance.
Yes,
Which
so that
is
would
marked
be
at
a
a
plus
+1.
5. So 21. So yeah, your intro with the music is lively and great, and the people in the crowd are like getting into it. They're clapping along. They know this song, and they like your rendition of it. And there's even a couple of people who were walking past who like are stopping and lingering now. And that AJ, it's your
Mhm.
turn to sing. So do
Yeah,
you want
You just
to
like open your mouth and Andrew's voice comes out.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Basically, yeah.
Uh, what I'm catching here is Quirk is got his different ballads that he's doing, and being a Kenku, he's got different Clatter here has different abilities to recall and jot notes down, pick them back up. So I'm thinking that his rhythm has been is he's been doing like the mouse hunt, but he then bridges into like the owlbear's caress, back to mouse hunt, and so I think that's kind of what he's going to be flipping through. So does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're recalling these lyrics that you've heard Quirk sing previously and mimicking them.
Yeah.
And singing them.
That's
So if you would like to roll a performance check for me, please.
all right. I'm going to be
And
using...
I will give you advantage due to the very successful roll previously.
Excellent. All right. One horrible thing is I have a -1 in my charisma, so thanks a lot for calling us on stage. The good news is the bardic inspiration is fantastic. Comes in solid with a 6, which matches my 6 and 3. Well, it matches the 6 because I rolled a 6 and a 3. Then I had my proficiency bonus, correct?
Are you proficient in performance? Yes, you are. So yes, you do add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So that would
I
be a
guess that's all the way in.
+1.
+4.
No, wait, +2
Yeah.
because +3, right? Duh.
Yeah. So I have a total, if I'm reading this right, of 16.
That's pretty good. That beats my DC that I had set. So yeah, you open your mouth and Quirk's voice comes out in the song that you've heard him sing like a couple of different times before at road trips along, like at other stops along the way, other performances. And the crowd really gets into it and loves it as you guys work off of each other very well. And we're going to go back to Mark, who's gotten closer to these two. So maybe now you can actually read their lips and overhear them if you so choose.
Yeah, I'm interested. So I haven't seen many druids recently, and especially when somebody's upset, people shouldn't be upset. So I'm interested, and I think Sunder is sort of being casual about it. She's looking at some of the crafts. I think somebody's got some embroideries that they're selling, some stitched cloth and things in one of the booths, and she's just sort of casually going through it while glancing over her shoulder.
All right. So if you could roll a perception check for me, please.
Okay. I'm going to roll better, and I'm going to actually add the stuff that I'm supposed to add this time. Okay. So that's a 26.
Whoa.
Do I add proficiency? Because I'm proficient in perception. I
Yes.
add wisdom.
Yes.
And I
So
rolled
that
a
would
19.
be a plus. So yeah, 19 plus 7 is 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are able to hear the whole conversation. I mean, there's little bits and like small bits that you miss as the elf is facing away from you.
Mhm.
And of course there are people going past. There's other conversations mixed in, and there's the performance and the crowd cheering for it. So you
I've heard that one
hear
before.
you hear him go, "It's not going to be a problem." And her just sort of like, she makes just this really angry like sound, and like you hear, like you just barely make out like a curse in Druidic that you know. And she's just kind of like, the signs are all there. The river is frozen, so no ships have made their way downstream all week. You said that you would fix this before the first frost, and that was a month ago. This is going to be an issue, and you are not prepared for it. And he's just like, it's Ava, you are always so. And he like pauses for a moment, and you can just sort of like, there's just this missing like bit as another, as like a couple walks by, like laughing. And he's just like, it's going to be fine. Get yourself some hot cocoa. It's the first time you've been to town in a while. And he walks away, leaving her behind.
Well, I'm going to approach Ava.
She's just kind of standing there in the middle of the thing, like her fists are clenching and unclenching
Mhm.
as she watches him. And like you can hear her molars grinding.
Hot coffee?
Just kind of like snaps back to you.
One.
No, thank you.
Seemed like he was upset.
He doesn't
need
like
help
it.
with anything?
He doesn't like inconvenient truths.
There's so many of them, and they're also inconvenient. But that's the way of things, isn't it?
It is, sister. I've not seen you around here before.
No, I
Did you come
travel
with the latest caravan?
those two up on the stage.
I see. You wearing Witherbloom robes?
Yes. It's been a while, but yes.
Hmm.
You're not an alumni, are you?
No.
Me neither.
I am with a clan on the other side of the mountain pass. I make my way over here once every season to check on things.
And how
Getting
are things looking?
closer to her now. She is a human, but you can see she's probably in about her early 40s. So as a working druid adventurer, she's probably been doing this for at least 20 years.
Mhm.
You were asking a question?
I was asking a question, and I don't remember what it was, but the two of you seemed upset about something. Is there anything that I and my two companions can assist with?
Keep your weapons close and pray to whatever god you pray to, that what I fear will not come to pass.
Okay, then. He holds onto her quarterstaff. Well, enjoy the rest of your night then. I'm going to go see my friends. Congratulate them on a good performance.
Mm.
Thank you, this town. You've been
She just-
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
She like rigidly like turns and walks away in the opposite direction of the elf gentleman she had been arguing with.
Something's going down.
Are we fighting again?
Probably. One of
Each
these
other,
things.
or this time, or someone else?
Not yet. Probably
Oh.
someone else.
Okay.
I just ran into a druid. They described vaguely that something might happen tonight, that we should keep our weapons close. There were frosty signs.
Like metaphorically?
No.
Oh,
You know I have trouble with metaphors.
yeah. do keep forgetting that.
Oh, you can like get anything else out?
Nope.
Oh.
That's not a lot to go on.
So we probably ought to like do the classic gather information, right?
The other classic, leave.
Well, it is nighttime.
Are you going to leave
In a cold area.
before your performance?
I'm not performing.
Oh no, I signed you up after me.
No, you didn't.
It only seemed fair.
You actually signed me up.
I think Quirk would have, yes.
Jerk. Okay.
Fortunately for Sunder, there's like 5 other people ahead of you.
I would just do some magic, probably. Anyway, yeah, that's a problem for later. Why don't we have a look around and see if we can spot anything unusual?
Other than us.
Take a walk.
I'm not upset right now. But yeah. You're not being metaphorical, right? We're like gathering information, trying to figure out
I'd
what's
like you
going
to-
on.
Yes, take a literal walk and see if you spot anything
Okay.
unusual. I don't
No
know
problem.
how I ended up being de facto leader of this group.
What?
I don't know, but here's a cookie. Good job.
Just the natural order of things, I suppose.
And hey, Quark, good job.
Dip it
You
in
want a cookie?
coffee.
Yeah, of course I want a cookie.
Yeah, good performance.
Thank you. You too.
Hey, just
I knew the
Just
song
you,
you were
man.
singing. That was great.
yeah, it's a good voice, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds just like you.
Like me? No, it was different. But it was beautiful though.
Oh, yeah, just like you. Fantastic.
You're too kind.
Okay, is that this moment where we split the party and everyone goes their separate ways?
Are we splitting the party?
Or are we all taking a walk?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
when you discuss like finding information, where do you
Uh-huh.
think you're gonna find it? Like, where are you gonna look for it? Are you gonna go talk to some of the townspeople? Are you gonna go to some of the booths and ask merchants and things?
You could go down to maybe they have docks. She said something about the river being frozen.
She? Who did you talk to?
Yeah,
Don't
who?
worry about it.
Said some druid.
You wouldn't have seen them. You're too small.
Well, you're not wrong.
True.
Yeah,
Clatter and Quirk look around in their viewpoint.
That's how
Most
it's
direction is like cut off by other humanoids' chests area. Like they can't really like you can see like the bunting and the lights and like the tent roofs and regular roofs, but like other people beyond the people beside you, not so much. Unless of
These-
course there's like a family of halflings that go by, and then you can see like
yeah, we need more of them. They have the best cookies.
Oh, but I guess we'll be right back, Clatter.
Oh, yeah. What? No.
Huh?
All right.
No?
I'm thinking we go find the merchant that looks the most shoddy, because they probably ran into problems. And if not them, we find some guards that look the most shoddy, because they probably ran into some problems.
You clearly have a plan. Let's follow it.
And we could go down and
It's a shoddy
are there
plan,
ducks?
but it is a plan.
yes, there's docks. So
Yeah.
the thing about this town, which is now going to be Thistleton, because Mark came up with that once,
Yep,
and
great.
honestly, it's great.
Yeah, it's the same place.
It's the same place.
The Witchlight
Um,
Carnival was here a couple months ago.
maybe this is pre-Witchlight Carnival.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Thistleton. It's a trade center mostly for like rest, though it does have some lumber export to offer. But it's on the shore of a large well-flowing river that flows from one major commerce center to another major commerce center through this nation. I don't need to come up with any specifics. It's a one-shot. So yeah, there is a dock. And with a minor shipyard, some warehouses for imports, exports.
Got to be a
And-
dockside pub, right?
Yeah, like a shady dockside pub. It's the Waiting Duckling.
Perfect.
Well, it seems like this place, as we head out of the main crowds towards the dock, caters towards avian folks, the Waiting Duckling,
Yeah. Some of them swan folk.
possibly.
Hopefully, there's no swimming.
Skating, maybe.
No, I do.
Well,
Like
the
to
river's
skate.
icing over. Yeah.
So we go inside.
After
You
you,
go inside? You've
Thunder.
sort of left the
yeah.
festival behind a
Yeah.
little bit. Much less activity down here.
We've got time before my performance. Thank you very much, Quirk.
No problem. And then
Well, I
Quirk will
be
open
sure
the
to be
door.
back in time for that.
as abruptly as possible,
Wow.
the way he always enters a room. Ha!
Well, this is Clatter's sort of territory, right?
Yeah. My sort of territory.
Slightly shady.
Always dark. Just like my feathers. Yeah. We go in and we pony up to the old bar.
All right, so you go in and there's a couple of people. It seems like it's it's deader than it usually would be because of most people are out there spending their hard-earned silver at the festival. But there's of course it's open, so the bar is manned. There's it's a bugbear standing behind the bar with his heavy rough-hewn shirt and trousers and a apron as he's cleaning glasses and cleaning already clean glasses and putting them down and arranging things because he's bored.
Yep.
And he actually perks up a little bit when the door opens and you walk in, and he's like, "Oh, welcome to the Waiting Duckling, gentlemen
Hiya!
and lady. How may I help you today?
Hello.
Tonight?"
Thank you. I would like a warm nog, and he put some crumbs and silver down. And whatever else they would like to drink. It's kind of nippy out there, and we'd like a little something to warm us up.
Hmm.
A warm, small ale, I suppose.
Yeah, we've got plenty of ale and some good mead. Not so much any eggnog. Don't really
Oh,
have anywhere to keep it cool.
yeah.
There's a river.
Oh,
Don't much
well,
supply the way of perishable
that's fair. Okay.
refreshments here.
Well, I'll go with a warm cider and some cookies if you got them.
Don't got no cookies. It's
That's
mead
all right.
or
I'll take-
ale.
Mead.
Mead it is. And he grabs a cup, he grabs one of these smaller sized grabs one regular size cup and one of the smaller size cups. And for you, Mr.
Who, me?
Owl person.
Okay.
Yes, you.
Yeah,
Me? Oh, who?
you're the only one who didn't say if you wanted
Oh.
something.
Cider.
It's mead or ale.
What?
It's mead or ale.
I could pour you out some coffee if you'd like.
No, me. It's fine.
Got it. 2 small glasses, 1 regular sized glass, and is that 2 meads and an ale?
Yeah.
And you can see him hesitate for a second, but he gets it right, and then he slides the glasses over to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And he does that thing where he's hovering and he pretends that he's not hovering because he's kind of stuck here
yeah.
waiting to see if you need anything, and also he's bored.
Yeah. So, how about that river, huh? Pretty icy out there.
Yeah, it's been actually difficult for anybody to get any proper work done the past week or so because none of the ships have been able to get to the docks. Been trying to break the ice best we could so some of the some of the ships can come in and get out, because even during the winter time lumber is a good business,
Oh yeah.
and of course we needed to get in some things from the big city down way for the festival, but
Gotta have her cookies.
gotta have those cookies. I think it's the like the cinnamon in those snickerdoodles that they really needed.
Oh
Oh, I
yeah.
should go get some snickerdoodles. Oh, but
Oh,
I need my
here
brother
I
to
got
come
one.
back first and relieve me. You have one?
Yeah. Here you go.
You're my favorite person now. And
Oh, I'm
Like-
most people's favorite person. It's great.
he
It's
like
great.
gingerly
Well, you
holds
haven't
the
met me
snickerdoodle
yet.
between his giant fingers and like
Uh-huh.
takes like little nibbles just to savor it.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget. Yeah, good crumbs. Good crumbs. Hey, yeah, and like, what's the cause of it? Is it unusually cold, or is it like, what do you got? Like
I mean,
frost
winter's up
giants,
here.
or like, I don't know, what causes frosty extra frost? Cold stuff, cold snaps,
I mean,
ginger snaps.
winters tend to ebb and flow as they do. They can get cold, very, very cold one year and then be very mild the next year. I have to say, I mean, us bugbears aren't a particularly long-lived sort. Me and my brother have been in these parts for about 10 years now, just before the town really, you know, blossomed and grew into its own and started expanding its borders. But it's definitely the coldest winter I've ever seen. It came a little earlier than it seems to usually do. Usually it's not until right before Winterfest where snow starts to stick, and this time it started like right with the first frost. The snow started falling and it did not melt at all.
Oh no!
And the
Wow.
ice out on the river is like a foot thick too. Like you could walk out on it and skate on it safely. It's been a real bother. Usually those sorts of ice flows only really form in like the little eddies and
Yeah,
natural like ponds that sort of form off the bank.
that makes total sense to me. Like, but like, I hope everybody got their coal in and all their warm stuff, because that's going to be a long winter. Long winter. Do you guys got like overland trails? Like
We do,
like,
yes.
I guess
It's
that's
one.
kind of where we came on. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about this recent freeze and the ships coming in is that a lot of us laborers did get our work in over the summer, building a lot of the new buildings that the mayor had us put up, and the new fence and the trails and all that stuff really expanded out recently. It's been such a treat to watch Thistleton grow.
Yeah.
Just over the past couple of years, it's been nice.
I think last time we came in, it was mostly just, coppers, but now a lot of people have, silver all over the place. Kind of nice and refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Yeah, keep the tip, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, mighty generous of you. He pockets it. Yeah. What brings you all down here anyway with the first night of Winterfest going? I wasn't expecting to see anybody tonight.
Oh, well, you see, Quirk
Isn't.
here. Quirk is the premier performer of the night. And so he just got done with this fabulous act and performance. And so we had to get away from the crowd and get a little bit of drink without him having to sign autographs. And kiss
Mhm.
babies and all that stuff. He's almost like a politician these
It's
days.
a real curse.
See him sort of nod along, and he's like, "I understand," and he sort of winks to you. Seems you're welcome to hang low as long as you'd like.
Awesome.
Starts fidgeting with the glasses again.
You miss a spot on that one, right? Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
Clatter. That's rude.
Oh. Well, if he gives me a rag, I can help polish him, but
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're gonna. I didn't catch your name.
No.
Oh yeah, what's your name?
Oh, my name. I'm. Hate you. Managed to go this entire conversation without having to name him. He's like,
That's what the Discord's here for.
That's
I
exactly what the
forgot.
Discord's here.
Forgot my name tag today.
Name. Who's got the
I've
name?
been there.
It's a really long name.
Forget the name
I-
tag. Forget
my
the name.
apologies for not
Mhm.
introducing myself.
Burn.
My name is Ivern.
Ooh, Vern Besters. That's a good name.
Ivern Esters. One of the two Bugbear brothers. My brother Jaster Esther is he's out getting some treats and things. He was supposed to come back by now, but of course he hasn't.
Oh,
So
he was probably stuck listening to us. Well, to
Take
him.
turns.
Stuck isn't the word I would use. Clatter. Graced.
It's the word I might use.
Stuck in
You use that
place
word all
because
the
of the
time.
awesomeness that you performed on. I don't know.
I would like to note that enough time has passed that you probably need to hustle back in order for Thunder to make her performance.
Do I, though? No, Sunny's not about to remind either of them that they
Quirk
signed up.
immediately forgot after
Yeah.
relaying the information. He had more important things to think about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys almost done with your mead because your performance is almost ready. Sunder. Or
I've got quite a bit left, actually.
oh,
See
well,
how much larger my flagon is than your little mead glass.
yeah. Well, mead's more expensive. Those bees they got a lot of work to do.
Say, you hear a lot from people passing through. Have you heard anything strange besides the weather, the change in weather so dramatic recently?
The merchant caravans that come through the mountain passes have been noting an increase in the larger wildlife.
You did mention building a fence. Is that what that was?
Oh,
for?
Every town has a healthy fence to keep up the fences.
Healthy fence. Healthy fence.
A good
That old
fence
saying.
is a great defense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean nothing too outrageous. Some winter wolves and Craig cats, a bit more active than they usually are over the summer. I guess that qualifies as something strange beyond the weather.
I suppose it does.
Just big animals?
Oh, very big. Bigger than me, even.
They got saddles or anything?
I'm. I think I've heard legends, like local myth tales of a trio of fae spirits or something of another riding. Was it Craig cats or were they called winter cats in that? I'm not
Neil,
sure.
man.
I mean, they're definitely big enough to ride, but I would not recommend it. They are nasty fellows. They're not beasts like, regular cats. They're monstrosities,
Oh.
That seems harsh.
It's a actual classification of creatures in the world is monstrosity.
Well,
Just as you are bird folk and I'm a goblinoid and dragons are dragons. Monstrosities.
I did know that dragons were dragons.
Makes sense. Different classifications of things. You got to shoot them different.
Exactly. Like a good druid fellow like you yourself wouldn't be able to change into a Craig cat. Or so I've been told by Miss Ava. I see her every now and again. And I asked her if she could turn into a displacer beast or something on the like, and she said that she can only turn into beasts. And she gave me this very long lecture of the different classifications of creatures in the world, which is, I guess, how I know half of the things that I know. I always learn something from a conversation with Miss Ava.
I met her earlier.
Oh,
She was the
she's
one
very
who-
nice, right?
Yeah, she is very nice. She seemed a little upset. She's talking to an elf gentleman.
Elf gentleman. I mean, there are a couple of different elves, but
He
if
also seemed
there was
upset.
one that she was having a disagreement with, it was probably Mayor Hollingbrook.
That sounds right. Would you describe him as a bit of a jerk? That's how I describe him.
I mean, he's also a lovely person. They have their disagreements, but he's the one who's really helped this town grow as it has.
Cross out.
Which with
Bit of a jerk
druid
from my
folks, with
notebook.
growth in industry and civilization, can cause a little bit of a clash there. They're both
Oh
perfectly
yeah, I
wonderful
understand
people.
this place. Yeah. That's well. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes, Miss Ava, there's Mayor Hollingbrook, there's me and my brother with the waiting. Well, we're not important folk at all. We just manage this pub. I
Have
guess.
you considered live entertainment here?
Hmm?
Into the week?
What was?
Live entertainment?
Have I considered? I mean, sometimes some of the boys might break out a harmonica or a drum.
No, like
They
paying
can get,
somebody
they can
to
get
come
quite
and perform.
lively here during payday.
Yeah.
The night after payday.
When is that?
Oh, probably. Oh, we just had it for Winterfest, so all the boys could enjoy themselves with the various merchants in town and festivities. So I guess you probably
Understood.
want to stick around a week, and then maybe you could get to witness some of our usual revelry.
Oh,
It's an
a
option.
whole week? When was the last time we spent a whole week in a place? I guess
No.
that was that one time we got trapped at that wizard's tower. That took us a
You
while
two
to
can
get out
stay.
of.
I'm leaving though.
You're leaving the pub, or are you leaving town?
I'm not staying a week.
Why? There's a whole festival.
Right.
It's only going to
exactly.
last for 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
See, it only lasts 3 days, and then you got 4
Yeah.
more. I assume
They have a fence.
a fence. They built a fence because a healthy fence is a healthy fence.
and you fly, so you're fine. Because I'm free as a bird now. You know that song. He's Quirk sings.
I remember it.
That was the song we were supposed to be probably performing right now.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Hey, odd question. You mentioned 3 fae that ride some sort of cat beast.
I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
No, Esther's did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of a local myths, local legends.
Okay.
Sort of lend them sort of lends itself to the winter traditions around here. There's 3 nights of the Winterfest because there's 3 of these lads.
Oh. So is it safe to say that each night one of the lads will be on display and kind of their whole personality will be like people dress up like them and do stuff?
Not really.
See, if I was planning a party
they've sort of
and I had
fallen
3 say, I would
out of
like
out of the popular consciousness, I suppose. They're more of like just the, and he like sort of thinks to himself a little bit. You know how sometimes you do things a certain way and you don't even consider why you do things a certain way, and it's because of something really old that happened a long time ago that nobody really thinks about anymore.
yeah, like staying in a place for more than less than a week. Yeah, I understand that.
That's the Winter Lads myth. I can't even tell you the whole thing. I barely even know it. I've mostly heard like, the old wives like to the small children like, don't go messing about in the forest or the Winter Lads will get you, kind of thing.
Huh. So, do you know any old people that are kind of stuck in their ways that, have their traditions that they follow, but nobody else does? That we could talk to about these fae?
I wouldn't really know where to find them right now
Oh,
because they're going to be busy with the festivities.
That
Oh,
might
yeah,
be
yeah.
where we can find them.
yeah, that might be right. Okay, well, should we go find some old people? They'll
Yeah,
probably be sitting on the
that's
edges of
rude.
places, sitting down, drinking their hot coffee.
Really easy for the 2 of you to find then, close to the ground.
Okay, Sunder. I'm sorry I signed you up to perform. I know you hate it, but that was a low blow. All right, let's go.
Hey, thank you. Here's another cookie. Bye.
Bye. Oh, and if you see another bugbear walking around who looks like me, tell him he needs to come give me a break.
Oh, yeah.
You guys exit the waiting duckling. I would like everyone to be impressed that I pulled the waiting duckling off the top of my head.
Oh,
I was
that
impressed. We were all thoroughly impressed.
So we're going to be fighting some ancient fae people riding giant evil cats.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. They've fallen out of fashion. It means they're not around anymore, right? This is a perfectly safe town to be in.
Perfectly safe.
It means they have old
Nothing
clothes
ever
on
goes
that
wrong
nobody pays attention to
in nice
anymore.
towns like this.
Probably like into ska and stuff. Probably have like checkers and goofy hats and flat bottom shoes and talk all hip and cool and stuff.
Don't know what you're talking about. Let's go back to the festival. You 2 keep an eye out for the elderly, I guess. That's what you're looking for?
Well, or like someone who like knows stuff, I suppose.
We're going to keep an eye out for someone who knows stuff.
I'm not the scholar.
I'm not either.
Out of this group, I'm not the scholar.
I might actually be the closest thing to a scholar this group has.
There
Might
is
be.
one of you that has lore in the name of their subclass. And
Hey,
it's not Mark.
I know a little bit of history.
yeah. I'm also probably the only one of us that's actually completed college.
Hey, I've gone to
I
college.
dropped out.
You have a
You
college?
keep bringing it up.
Yeah. I was just saying, if you really applied yourself.
No, it just wasn't for me.
Yeah. It's because you left. If you stayed, it would have
There
been
were
for
too
you.
many people. That's the problem with this whole thing.
By definition, a school is a gathering of people to learn things.
That's the problem.
Oh.
I don't get you, Sunder. All right, I think I'm supposed to roll something related to lore to see if I can remember something.
I suppose that would be a history check,
History check,
which you are proficient in.
which means a thing.
Means that you get to add your proficiency bonus to it.
Oh, which I have marked
So
down as
that'll
a
be
plus
like
3?
a +4 to whatever you roll.
+4. I'll take a +4.
Yeah.
All
Because you
right.
got 3 for your proficiency bonus, 1 for your intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get a total of a 14 because I rolled a 10.
Okay, so you think back to like your college days, and you took a class on like mountain region myths and legends and traditions, and you vaguely remember like there's like a variety of like myths that all sort of pertain to the same thing in the northern mountain regions that you are now in, of the winter lads and the winter lady and the winter cat. And usually like the winter lads just get up to mischief. They might like waylay travelers, get them lost in the woods. The winter cat has some sort of like strange story of there used to be a tradition of giving people new clothes for the winter fest. And what that basically meant is that you were industrious and good through the year for getting new clothes. And if you didn't get new clothes, you had been kind of layabout. So if the winter cat came across you on Winterfest night and you weren't wearing new clothes, it would maul you and eat you.
Oh my.
It's kind of a horror story for us bird folk.
These are clothes. I keep them clean.
What about the
I-
winter lady? Do I remember anything about the winter lady?
She's kind of like the leader of the lads, or like their queen. She's more of a imperious figure. She definitely doesn't really like civilization. And she'll freeze. She's been rumored to have frozen campsites in villages before.
Kind of lady.
Okay, Sunder.
Yeah. If you notice pausing every once in a while and looking, we're often looking at our live play chat on the Discord channel,
A good
where
reminder.
we are constantly
of
sending each other
information and
memes,
gifs.
reels, info, describing how to play D&D and our games that we're playing, and looking at
General
input that
banter back and forth.
yeah, and looking at different interjections that help fill out our games. So
Yeah, Erica, that's exactly what that is.
So I think after relaying this information to my compatriots, we should go find some new clothes.
that's
And
a
then we
good
can
idea.
give them to each other.
Yes.
Socks.
We can use some
Okay.
new socks.
If you want some socks, we can get you some socks.
I normally don't wear shoes.
Do you guys need some silver? I got a little bit.
I
I'm,
don't
I'm
think
doing
jewelry
okay.
counts.
Doing okay.
Okay.
There's lots of
Uh,
handmade clothes at this bazaar, this craft show.
Yeah.
So you guys go walking back up into the town proper from the more industrious dock area. Excuse me. You pass by the town hall and all the and there's like stands of like warm beverages like cider and eggnog and hot chocolate. the bakeries with the cookies. There's like a small group of children with like done up a little bit with like ribbons and like silly face paint and everything, going from like stall to stall kind of chaotically. Um and as you kind of like hear them, they're like basically harassing whoever's manning the stall. And they don't do this to the foreign people, they only do it to like the locals. There's, if you really look, you can see there's like a ribbon tied, like a certain colored ribbon that's tied to the front of every single one of these stalls that signifies that they're game for this, and harass them into giving them cookies so they'll go away.
Oh, so they're acting like the lads. So it's kind of like a trick or treat sort of deal. Kind of like that.
Yeah. And as you're passing in front of the town hall, which is where the big stage had been set up, there's this like local band with like the drums coming to a dramatic end, and as they hit the drums hard, you hear actually this like sharp crack that anyone who has been in the mountain regions before recognizes sort of as the sound before an avalanche.
Oh.
And some of the people who are sitting in like the crowd, because it happened right with like the last like hit of the drums and everything, like clap because they think that's the end of the song, and the performers kind of like bow because they finished their performance. But you can see some other people like sort of looking around, because that's not a normal sound at all. And that's when the shouting happens. You can hear sounds of distress, screams, crashing sounds coming from 3 different directions. One up the main way, because the town sort of like has like a spokes going from like halfway from here, spokes out.
Mm-hmm.
And so the 3 main thoroughfares for the festival, you can hear crashing and screaming and shouting each way.
Now is
What
not
you
a
gonna
good time
do?
to split the party. Let's take the main road.
The
All right.
main road. Why would we go on the main road?
That's where the most people will be. That's why.
Don't you want to protect people?
Oh, to protect. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's go.
I thought we were running away from the avalanche, and so
No.
okay,
Now,
it was an option.
Of course it's an option. It is the natural option, and it's the option we should probably take. But there may be people in danger.
That's fair. All right, to the main road then.
to the main road then.
You two can
All
run. I'm
right.
going to fly.
What? No, you got to take the other arm of Clatter, and then we'll all 3 of us.
Yeah, no,
will fly.
I'll just talons on Clatter's shoulders.
Perfect.
Take off.
right. So you go up
On the top of
the
the
up
hill.
the main thoroughfare, flying up so you avoid the rushing crowd that's kind of heading away from the
Yeah.
crashing sounds. And you can see where from one of the rooftops, which most of the buildings around you are maybe like 2-3 stories tall in the center of town. You can see like, and there has been like heavy like snow on the roofs, not enough for like worry for damage, but enough that if it was to all slide off, it might be worrisome. And that seems to have happened along one edge of the building where all of the snow is like slid off and like crashed, and there's like a couple of tents buried under all of that snow that fell. And you can see this huge guy with this big wicked looking sword and these like icicle daggers across his chest. His eyes are like all white. He's got these like pointed ears. You would think he was an elf if it wasn't for how burly and unnatural he looked. like you've seen blue elves before, but he's like looks almost frozen.
Natural, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like this
Going
wild
down.
hair tied back with this bandana and these like heavy furs on as he's just laughing up a storm as he smashes booth after booth. There's a
No, not the eggnog stand. No.
just as you say that, he's like put out one booted foot and like knocked over a keg. No,
Mhm.
not for eggnog. Like a pot. Cauldron.
Mhm.
There we go.
Cauldron.
Cauldron. And all the eggnog just sort of like spills out into the snow.
And
I'm
thus
gonna-
snow cones were invented.
I want to put.
Pulls out his bow.
Yeah, I want to put you down on the new like slick of eggnog, so you get a running or sliding slide. You can slide into battle.
Yeah, this guy's going down. You guys better
It
get
looks
this
quite
attention.
unnatural,
All right.
which I do not approve of.
So
Natural
that's-
only here.
That's initiative.
Hmm.
And
So
we
you
have
got-
been going for an hour and a half now if we wanted to take a break before we got into our first real fight.
We could take a
Anybody
5-minute
need to
break.
take like a
Sure.
button? Huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
Back
Take
in
five.
5.
All right.
Ish. getting ready. Get your dice ready.
Oh, I'm supposed to have my dice ready? I just thought we had to go live. We're back live. We have dice.
We're back live right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're rolling initiative.
Nice time.
Okay.
18.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative.
There you go. All right, what are my guys' dex or initiative modifiers?
Mine is 0.
Yeah, it is. You made dex your dump stat.
Hey,
Well, no, it's not.
also charisma.
Who
Yep.
needs charisma? The bard.
Me.
The bard. The
swimming
bard
in
needs
it.
charisma.
I have so much charisma.
Charisma for days. Oh yeah, okay.
Oozing charisma.
Who's it every day?
It's not really bad to have dexterity or dump stat. It just, you've got 6 stats and they can't all be great.
Yep.
Just means that you're not going to be very quick on the draw.
I'm
Maybe
not an acrobat.
you don't
but I
have the
can
best
turn into a
hand-eye
velociraptor.
coordination. You can turn into a velociraptor. That's true. Is a velociraptor a hat like
It
one
is.
hat? Perfect.
I did
Well,
my
you can only do
research.
it twice a day.
Good thing it's night.
Yep. All right. That one is that, and that one is that. Okay. So
15.
all right,
Do you
let's
want
do
our
this.
initiatives?
We're gonna do
Oh.
20 to 15.
Mhm.
Anyone above 15?
18.
I'm at 15.
Who rolled an 18?
17.
Mark.
Mark rolled an 18. All right, so we've got Sunder going first. What's your modifier? Clatter?
My modifier's 3.
Rollies.
Rollies.
Roll into the d20 for me, please.
Oh man. 19. This means I'm gonna use that one, and use up my good rolls. As opposed to shooting this guy for knocking over my eggnog.
Well, I still rolled higher than you.
Oh, are we adding modifiers?
No. Rollies is basically for 2 characters who make the same roll with the same modifier. Whoever rolls the higher number on the die wins the rollies.
Nice.
Thank you.
Let them use their
Critical
20s.
roll. Andrew. Shout out to the
Anderoo.
chain breakers. Andrew.
That's me.
Ander now.
What was your roll?
I
15.
rolled 14, and then the modifier being a 3 would make it a 17, correct?
Oh, you actually beat both me and let me rewrite all that.
Mhm.
Sunder, quirk, clatter.
That's me.
Cool. Sunder, you get to go first.
This guy's clearly a bad guy. He's unnatural. I don't play with unnatural, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast the cantrip Shillelagh
Okay.
on my my fancy stick on my staff of withering.
Should probably pull that up so I have all that ready to go when I need it. All
So
your guys' dumb things that I gave you because I'm kind of dumb.
I'm gonna smack him with it. Probably like pool cue style. Like,
I like it.
yeah. So Shillelagh lets me imbue my staff with nature's power. I can use my spellcasting ability, which is wisdom instead of strength, to attack, which is good for me. And let's see. That's where we'll start.
All right.
So rolling an attack. I rolled an 18.
You definitely hit him. So you used your bonus action to cast Shillelagh, which gave you a bonus to the attack.
Yeah,
Charging?
So let me roll with
Okay.
wisdom instead of strength. Yep.
So you definitely hit him. Are you going to expend one of the 3 charges of your staff?
That sounds fun. Yes.
All right. So deal damage normal for your quarterstaff, which are you hitting with 1 hand or 2 hand?
2-hand, like a pool cue.
Right, like a
And-
peel. Blah, blah, blah.
And Shillelagh, it says it's a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. So that's a 1.
Sounds about
And
right.
then
You get to add your wisdom modifier to that damage, and then you also get to roll 2d10 necrotic.
Necrotic.
that's a total of 16.
Total of 16 damage.
17 actually.
Total
Yes.
of 17 damage. And the winter lad failed his constitution saving throw, so he is also going to have disadvantage on any ability check or saving throw that uses strength or constitution.
So
Cool.
what Sunder got out of school was that being a druid is not just about life; it is also about death. It's about cycles. The planets go around their stars. The moons go around their planets. The seasons change. Everything lives and everything dies. And she lines up this shot and just like slams this staff right into the middle of this guy. And I think wherever it hits, it just sort of turns gray and frosty.
That was 17 damage.
Yes.
Cool. I love calculator apps. Ouch.
Do I get to do anything else with my turn? So I flew in, I dropped Clatter in the Nog pile, and then I went in with an attack.
Epic. And in stark contrast to what is coming.
Is that going to ability check or saving throw? Does that apply to weapon attacks as well? I should hope not.
Any ability check?
Don't think so.
Initiative is an ability check. I don't think an attack is an ability check, but it's always good to double check. Because I'm very smart, but I'm not the smartest.
According to the internet, it says no, an attack is not an ability check.
Excellent. That's all I needed to know. Cool. I don't think saving throw is an ability check either. It says ability check or saving throw. Cool. There we go. So that was your bonus action. That was your action. You used your movement to get up on him.
Yep.
So that is
business.
That is your turn, and
Cool.
that makes it Quirk's turn.
Go Quirk.
I
Go
also
Quirk.
would like to use the fancy, cool thing you gave me.
You want to use your wand of wonder
Absolutely.
in this very crowded area when you don't know what it's going to do?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
When else are you going to use it?
When else am I going to get to use it? I'm going to use it
Okay.
on the Winter Lad.
There seem to be 3 attacks happening simultaneously, so you may have another opportunity to use it. I think
Well,
Yeah.
Do you want to describe this object that you pull? Like, where do you pull it out from? Is it just on your belt? Is it like up your sleeve?
Where is it?
Behind your ear.
Well, so I carry a dagger and a rapier, and I've got several instruments strewn about, and I think just kind of like tucked right in a little leather strap right here is this wand that looks very similar to a
Ridiculous.
conductor's wand.
I like
Nice,
that.
long, thin, can tap it on things, and we'll conduct this fight to be different than it currently is. It's some capacity.
All right, so you use your action to expend one of its 7 charges
Mm-hmm.
and choose a target within 120 feet of you. I'm assuming the target is the Winter Lad.
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
Thank
Please roll a D100.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
48.
Let's see what 48 gets us.
Consult the bones.
So,
Say nothing.
a cloud of 600 oversized butterflies fills a 30-foot radius centered on the target. The area becomes heavily obscured, and the butterflies remain for 10 minutes. So what that means is that any attacks heavily obscured, any ranged attacks, say from somebody who likes to keep their distance, and maybe hide in between attacks, like a certain Kenku rogue, are going to be made at disadvantage. Yeah. Mark, you are surrounded by butterflies. Andrew, what do these butterflies look like?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they're beautiful, kind of an iridescent green blue kind of winter motif.
Fitting.
Yeah, they're all over fluttering about in this cloud. They match really well the lyrics of Mouse Hunt, Owlbear Chase, as sung by Clatter in that beautiful voice earlier.
Thank you, Quirk.
For obscured.
Everything's going according to plan.
Technically, you still have a bonus action if you have something that you can use your bonus action with.
Do I have
You
something
can
I can use a
apologize
bonus
to
action
me.
with? What was that, AJ?
You can apologize to me.
For my bonus
Things
action, I
that
want
you
to
can do
apologize to
bonus
Clatter.
action. You can do your bardic inspiration with the
Oh, that
bonus
one.
action,
Yes.
which you can also do.
It's time for the second verse, Clatter.
Second verse, same as the first.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I would like to remind you, you only have 2.
I'll be down to 1. But I
You
will
would be
go
down
ahead
to
and
1
do
if you used your bonus action right now to cast
But it's
bardic.
nighttime.
To use your bonus,
It's nighttime.
your
It's fine.
bardic inspiration.
We're gonna go to bed soon.
Yeah, you're totally going to go to bed soon. You can also look at any of your spells and see their casting times. But that, we're going to move on to the Winter Lad. He's been hit by this stick and it hurt real bad, and now his arm
Yeah, it
feels
did.
kind of weak. And now there's just butterflies everywhere. And he's just like laughing and like just this like, you don't even need to roll an insight check. He is like bemused and a little confused. And he's like, worthy contender, come to face me and fight for your civilization's rights to continue. And he's going to slash at you. Was looking up the rules for obscure to see if you guys are also going to be at disadvantage with each other.
Hope so.
I don't know. You know what? You know what?
Obscure?
Probably has the rules here. Fog cloud. If I look up the spell fog cloud, maybe it'll tell me.
Oh, I can look up fog cloud. You create
No.
a 20-foot radius sphere
No, it
of
doesn't.
fog.
I don't know why I'm bothering with my
Blinded
PHP.
condition.
Heavily obscured. There we go.
Yeah, it
Darkness,
provides-
opaque fog, just blocks vision entirely. The Winter Lad and Thunder are suffering from the blinded condition
Great.
at this moment.
I love it.
We love it.
And blinded does what?
So the blinded condition, a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So he is going to be rolling to hit you at disadvantage. He's kind of guessing where you were before all of these butterflies just went right around you guys. And they're like fluttering, and it's very disorienting. And he gets to make 3 attacks at disadvantage. So let's see.
That's not bueno.
So he has his big old scimitar in his hand, and he slashes out at you once. And I think a 12 does not hit you. No, wait.
I'm looking at my armor class.
12 hits you. So
Yeah,
that's
it
1
does.
hit.
Ooh.
That's 2 hits. So he slashes at you twice with the scimitar, and then goes for a stab with this icicle dagger in his hand
Those aren't butterflies.
for another hit.
Nice.
So he's gotten you thrice. Mark, if I'm correct, did you take shield?
No, I've got 11
No, you
armor.
did not.
Because I didn't know I was getting the stick. Otherwise, I would have probably taken shield instead of 2 sticks.
Hmm. Why do you have 2 sticks? You could have your quarterstaff be your... Never mind. Anyway.
I have 2 sticks because I picked the stick out before I got the extra stick, and then I didn't edit my character at all after that.
Moving on. 1d6.
Otherwise, I would be 13.
2d6. And then a d4. Let's see. 6, 14.
Do you have any
18 damage to Sunder.
Ouch.
No bueno.
Rick, your butterflies are extra sharp this time.
I can't think of a pithy remark.
That would be Clatter's turn. Clatter, there was a really weird dude right there, and you saw Sunder go up to hit him, and then now there's just butterflies.
You're welcome.
Having hung out with these two for long enough, he knows things never go according to plan. And that's the problem with going last. Is 1, you don't have a plan, so it can't go according to it. And 2, you just got to work with what you got. And what he has is he has also a rapier. And so, foolishly, in theory, he can go in on the backside of this vast butterfly thing and get in real close to this thing and poke it in the rear.
Okay, so it sounds like you're going to use your bonus action to dash, because that is quite a long way to go. And your action to attack with a melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll at disadvantage, please, because you cannot see him.
Okay. I have Bardic
I know what you're doing,
Inspiration.
Clatter. Please don't hit me.
Do you have Bardic Inspiration? Did Andrew use his Bardic Inspiration as his bonus action?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. So you do have Bardic Inspiration. You can choose to use it after you roll, but not before you know if you succeeded.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull up Rogue real quick because I need to double check something with sneak attack. Mhm.
If I go in hand to hand, I'm fine.
Okay. If you hit, you will get to use your sneak attack damage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah, because Mark is within 5 feet of the enemy. All right, so disadvantage. Roll 2d20. What's the lower number?
15.
That's before.
That's 15 pre adding my stuff together.
Okay.
I rolled a 15, so that is 21. In 5th edition, is there flanking and is there rules bonuses for attacking behind people? Or is it advantage and disadvantage? That's what you get.
I think advantage and if we were using flanking rules, it would be advantage and disadvantage. So, I mean, that would have canceled it out. But also, you can't see either of them. You're kind of just guessing their positioning, which is why you have disadvantage on the attack roll to begin with.
That makes sense. Okay.
You are getting your sneak attack because there's another enemy distracting him.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to roll.
So that 15, if it was the lower of your 2 rolls, plus 6, you definitely hit him. So Sweet. You get to roll 1d8 and 2d6. Is it just 2?
3.
Is it 3?
I'm a 3d6er.
Yeah, you're a 3d6er.
We re-roll, right? No, we don't. 15 points. 15. Hold on. That's 15 damage rolled plus 3 is 18.
So you dealt 18 damage in total.
18 total.
Cool.
Is there a little bit of resistance as he tries to poke this lad in the rumpus?
Now you get him right in the rumpus. He gets like a nice little stab wound in his glute.
We briefly see him like jump up above the cloud of butterflies and then back in.
If we want to cartoon it up, sure.
Always.
And that is the end of your turn because that's your bonus action and your action, and your movement. So that makes it the cat's turn.
What?
So what? So, Andrew, there's this loud, like, snarling, growling sound that sounds just like that avalanche crack that you had heard earlier. And you look up on the roof to see this big blue-white cat snarling down at you. It is like a huge creature. Like, it's like a Clydesdale, like how big a Clydesdale is. Yeah, it's at least as big as that. And just sinew and muscle. And it leaps down from the rooftop at you, like claws extended. As I roll an attack.
Don't like that.
Well, that wasn't great.
I like that.
I think I forgot to write down multi-attack for my creature.
Mm.
No, I didn't. It only gets one or the other. Cool.
Obviously, it gets disadvantage on all the attacks since it's throwing out multiples, right? Huh? Let it be stated that I haven't played 5th edition more than 3 times.
So that was only a 14. Fortunately for me, meets beats. Quirk's armor class is a 14. So Quirk is getting bit.
Right.
By this cat. So that is 10 piercing damage as this cat leaps down from the roof at you and like gets its teeth like right into your leg and chomps down.
Ah.
So you take 10 damage. And that is the cat's turn. So we go back up to the top of the round to Sunder. Sunder, there's butterflies everywhere. You just got stabbed real bad. Like, you got slashed twice real bad and then stabbed, and just for a little extra, like, twist of the knife.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I just got this. I'm gonna take the disengage action and fly up into the air
So you're going to
above the
disengage?
butterflies. Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of like disengage, moving like sort of in a swish swash manner to avoid maybe getting hit, and just like pump your wings good like once, twice, thrice to get up above the butterflies, using your action and your movement. Do you have a thought for your bonus action?
Bonus action. I don't have any more cantrips or anything that use a bonus action. What are there any other options?
That is an excellent question. You are not Circle of the Moon, so Wild Shape is an action. It would basically be if there's any of your spells, like regular spells, take a bonus action you could use that for. I
think Shillelagh is the only thing I can do as a bonus action.
Yeah, possibly. Sorry, I cannot pull up your entire spell list for you. Yeah, I cannot sustain. My brain, my ADHD will not allow there to be that many tabs. So
no, I have them all open, and yes, that is the only one. So yeah,
that's your turn.
Is there any sort of like observing or anything like that I could like?
There's a big cat over there that just bit the heck out of.
Are there any more winter lads? Is there's still commotion happening elsewhere?
No, yeah, there's still commotion on either on the streets, the main thoroughfares on either side of you. But that's probably a given the way that the town progresses and sort of the spokes, there's I don't know measurements. How long is a building typically? There's probably 100 feet between you and the other fights at your best guess.
Okay. Cool.
In either direction.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, no, I'm going to do some range stuff next time because I got hit. Or turn into a velociraptor and drop down on it.
Football field's too far.
Football field's 300 feet.
It's 150 feet, half a football field. I feel like that's a good width for a building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes it Quirk's turn.
I got bit.
There's a cat. It bit you.
It bit me. I don't like that.
Last thing you did just caused a whole bunch of butterflies. What you doing now?
I was trying to decide because I kind of want to do the same thing to the cat, but I also don't want to get bit again.
Mm-hmm.
You could always try to cast a spell on it.
Yeah, I could try that.
Yeah.
Something tells me that such a creature is less impervious to a random wand of randomness. But we'll try a spell. I haven't done a spell before. I want to try that dissonant whispers on the cat.
All right.
Make it go away.
The dissonant whispers.
Yes.
Or the
Uh,
Yeah. Let's see. What are your spells?
Okay. So you whisper a discordant melody that only it can hear,
mhm.
and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hopefully, it's not that smart.
It succeeded on its wisdom saving throw.
It
And
would.
I would like the chat to know that this cat gets to roll at advantage on spells that target it.
You were
And I
right.
rolled a 1 and a 19.
Nice. Lucky.
So
Chat-
there
the
might be
chat
a
now
half damage
knows.
here.
Mm-hmm.
2 on a successful save. So it's not going to take the full damage and it's not going to run away, but you can at least deal half damage to it. So go ahead and roll your 3d6.
$14.
All right, so you dealt 7 psychic damage to this creature. It kind of like flinches back, like the ears go back and it like hisses back at you,
That's
but
right.
it's not gonna run away. It just looks even a little bit more mad.
Wow.
And that takes us to the winter lad. He like briefly saw you when you did like the wing flaps because that caused the butterflies to
Mhm.
clear just enough to where he saw you go away, but he just got stabbed in the butt.
Mhm.
So he's going to turn around and slash wildly at AJ now
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
How long do these butterflies last again? Like 8 hours?
10
or
minutes?
something?
10
Yeah.
minutes,
10 minutes.
which
okay.
is forever in combat time.
Yeah. It's been what, like 10 seconds?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been like 12 seconds. Okay. Let me pull up Clatter. Clatter's AC is 14. I just rolled a 13, so that didn't hit. What about the second one? That was a natural 1. So he's
riposte.
actually moved a little away from you, like trying to figure out where you are. And then he's just going to make one more blind stab with his dagger. And that was another natural 1. So he's actually moved a full, like, 10 feet away from you. I don't think you can make an opportunity attack if you can't actually see him.
But he rolled a 1.
But he
Followed
rolled
by
a
a
1.
1.
He did roll 2 critical fails in a row. So yes, you may make an opportunity attack.
All right. 16. Where's my character? There's my character.
You did roll at disadvantage, correct?
16. Plus 6 is 22.
Yeah, you hit him. How much damage are you doing with one little stab?
Hey, every little bit counts.
A little
one
bit counts.
little bit is a D8 plus 3 for a whole 9 points of damage. I rolled a 6 and I get plus 3 of piercing damage.
You hear him call out in this this language that you don't understand, but it kind of makes you feel the same way that a winter wind going over leaves sounds. And yeah, he sounds frustrated as all get. As he's just going to use the rest of his movement to get out of the butterflies. He's just gonna he got stabbed and he's like, I'm out, and just moves his full 30 feet forward out of the butterflies.
Do any of us understand the language?
I don't think any of you speak Sylvan, no.
No. Okay.
Let's see. Probably not.
Andrew doesn't
Just
even
wondering if it
have
might have been
his
giant.
languages written down.
No, I do. It only gave me common.
Oh,
I
see, I have
specifically
giant.
checked.
You too. Why do we both speak giant?
Just because we made our characters on fast character, and it
No,
probably
I did not randomly choose giant. I chose giant.
Why would you choose giant?
Why not? I live out in the fields.
Because it's I don't, a lot of giants in the fields.
Sure.
I guess there's hill
The
giants,
ones I hang out in, yeah.
but do they have a lot of good stuff? That's what you really want to know.
I don't care.
All
Elves have
right,
good
with
stuff.
his turn being done, Clatter, it's your turn.
Yeah. So
You have no idea that he left, right? Or did you got that attack against him?
He stabbed him
I
and he
would
ran out of the butterflies.
assume that I'm all alone in the
In the
butterfly.
butterflies. You're all alone.
It's safe to say though that we can hear the ow of Quirk in bit, right? And safe to say that I know which direction the giant went.
It's not a giant.
The big guy went. He's a giant to me.
He is a giant to you, that's right.
He's a giant lad. Well, I think it's at this point where Clatter, it just has to like go the opposite direction as which way the big lad went.
Letting him run away. Don't let him run away.
Yeah, you can
Bravery,
see where
Clatter.
he's at.
Uh-huh.
You
Then
could
give
probably,
me a
the
direction.
talking is a free action. You could give him a direction if you want.
He's going that way. Towards outside of town.
He went to the left.
No, your other left.
Not your left, my left.
He will. He'll come out towards the direction of Andrew's character, not towards the direction of the lad. Because as he emerges out of the cloud, he doesn't want the lad
He
right
needs
in
to
front of
go
him.
Straight.
Yeah, you want to go.
Yeah.
towards
All right.
the cat.
So
Yeah.
you emerge out of the butterflies to see a big old cat. And Quirk.
Oh.
Wrong
What you
way.
doing?
What he always does, he pokes things in the rear.
Go ahead and roll an attack this time, not at disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage.
Honestly, actually,
And
go
this
ahead
side?
and roll at advantage. Because being within the butterflies, technically you were hidden.
Oh, sweet. 15. No, 15 plus. I get to add stuff. I always forget about this.
Every time.
15 plus 6 is 21.
Nice job. You did a very good stab. That's your D8 with your rapier plus 3d6 for your sneak attack.
Plus 3. Ooh, that's a good roll. That is 15, 18, 21.
21 damage.
Down,
No,
gato.
That was very good. It yowls.
As he sticks the rapier.
Mm-hmm. Right in its behind.
Leave my meal train alone. I mean, my friend alone.
If you so choose, you do still have your bonus action, Uncanny.
Dodge.
Well, I see Uncanny Dodge.
Cunning action.
Yeah, your cunning action. If you could just step back into the butterflies to hide again if you want.
Oh, I could, couldn't I? Oh yeah, he'll do that, and he'll go.
All right.
Aha! I got you, gato. Come after me.
Roll a stealth check, I
Okay.
guess.
I take a 10. No, that will be a total of 19.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. So you step right back into the butterflies and just disappear. And whether or not the cat is going to chase you, let me think about it. It's not that smart.
Yeah, you gonna let those butterflies disrespect you like that, cat?
My coin is on my bookcase. I don't have it here.
Who did more
So-
damage?
You want me to roll for you? I
No,
mean, you
1
have
through
dice.
3. Andrew, 4 through 6. AJ. Andrew.
Well,
So-
I
I mean, he's already in its mouth, so.
Uh-huh.
So he's actually going to use a different action than a bite attack.
Swallow
It's
whole.
going. It's like sort of half turned and snarled and swiped a little bit, like just as a reaction to the Kenku that just stabbed it in the butt and then disappeared again. So it's going to turn its head back to the Owlin, and like there's just something about the way that it looks at you is just utterly chilling down to your bones. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Andrew?
Well, I certainly can try. So this is going to be the D20. My Constitution has a 1 in it, so I'm adding a 1 to this, whatever this number is, which is a 12.
Yes, you are.
So 13.
Meets beats. Nice job. You are not paralyzed or taking cold damage.
Oh my goodness.
Of course not. I'm not singing my
And
tune.
it snarls.
I got
And
my down.
because your saving throw was successful, you are immune to this chilling gaze of all winter cats for an hour. Congratulations for beating my cool thing. Sunder, it's your turn.
Yeah. How far away is the large man?
All right, so the radius of the butterflies is a 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
Which means it is stretching out like 60 feet from either side. It is filling up the entirety of this street.
Yep.
So let me see. We're going to say that the guy went on the opposite direction from the cat and Andrew. So if you went straight up into the air, and you're like about 30 feet up, he's about 30 feet that way.
Oh, he's only 30 feet away?
Yeah. All of you
Okay.
guys can only move about 30 feet. So yeah, he's only 30 feet away.
Okay.
Unless we really want to do like a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which I don't.
Well,
We could do like
I told the
math
math
on
teacher,
how
yeah.
this line is technically
Uh-huh.
longer than this line and that line probably, but we're not going to.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
We'll just say
We
it's an
use
equilateral triangle.
Do I want to do that? No. I'm gonna get the cat because it's bothering my friends. Even though this guy is unnatural, don't like him.
I mean, the cat's also
that's more of a
unnatural.
danger. Okay, perfect. The cat's the target. I'm gonna use Chill Touch.
Okay. Chill touch is a ranged spell.
It is a ranged spell. Yeah.
It is one of your cantrips. So you're not
It is.
using a spell slot.
Yep.
So you're making a ranged spell attack.
Yeah.
Make your ranged spell attack, please.
Do I add anything to it, or is it just the straight?
You
D20?
add your spell casting ability,
Okay. My wisdom modifier.
plus your proficiency.
Okay. Should have done that. Last time I rolled a 27.
So you
It was a
roll a
natural
19
20.
plus 8.
No.
It was a natural 20?
Yeah.
Then that's a 28, my guy.
Proficiency bonus is 3, wisdom is 4.
Critical.
Okay, so you have the wrong number here. Cool.
I think I'm looking at the same thing you are.
Possibly, I don't know. Spell attack mod. Oh wait, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. You still have the wrong number there.
What's the number? Which one's wrong?
Your spell attack modifier says 6. When
Oh,
it should say 7. I was looking at the prepared spells.
I wasn't looking at my spell attack modifier.
Yeah,
I was
so
just
you're
looking at my
doing you're
Cool.
gonna roll the double amount of dice.
Cool. So that is 2d8 necrotic. And it can't regain hit points until next round. Are they undead?
No.
Okay, it's actually 3d8 because I'm level 5.
Nice.
Or is it double? It's double what I would roll, so it's 4d8? Because I
Yeah.
would roll two normally.
Yeah.
Neat. Need more dice.
Here you go.
12.
Are you using D8s?
Lousy 12.
12
You
magical.
12 necrotic damage
Hey,
to this
yeah,
this poor cat. What
I
did it ever do
throw-
wrong? It did nothing wrong a day in its life.
it's unnatural. I throw a skeleton ghost bird claw at it.
Hey, Mark, don't forget
It's not
you have
dead.
vampiric touch if you need to regain hit points.
Okay. I might not have that one open.
And that makes it Quirk's turn. Unless, Mark, did you have one more thing you wanted to do? Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe I'll fly after the other guy. After I'll throw
And then
the
you'll
attack.
use your movement to get closer
Yeah.
to him. Are you just going to stay up in the air?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Andrew, it's your turn.
Sorry, is the cat still up?
No, the cat's still up.
Then I stab it in the face.
With your
Bad cat.
rapier?
With my rapier.
Okay.
So I'm rolling this thing.
That's a d20 plus 6.
24.
You definitely hit, so that's 1d8 plus your dexterity modifier.
4. I rolled a 1.
Good job.
It's piercing.
You aims for the heart, but it backstepped, so what should have been straight through its chest, it only went in like a couple of inches. So there's like the blue of its coat is getting matted with red from the wounds on its back. There's like this like change in the entire fur color from where the necrotic hand hit it. And then of course the fresh wound to its front, and it is snarling. It is not happy. It's actually looking everywhere. But you, let's see. I can do math. And that makes it the Winter Lad's turn. He sees you coming, Thunder, and like says something in the language that you can't understand. This time it sounds kind of like the way that branches kind of crack in the winter time with ice snapping, you know, like in like when snow falls from brows that it has settled heavy upon. As he makes a very rude gesture and throws 2 icicle daggers at you. That is a 10.
Misses.
And that is a 23.
Hits.
So one of them hit.
Made you faint.
One just goes.
For 5 cold damage.
Oh. Owie. Okay. That hurt. Not as bad as stabby knives.
Yeah. Clatter.
It worked so well last time. He's going to do it again. And now that there's a paw and a tail, whipping, closer to him, He comes out, dabs it in the other ham, and it's looking not to do too much damage because it might make a nice coat for him. After all, we do need new clothes.
Roll your 2d20 and take the higher number, please.
17.
You definitely hit. Roll your damage.
That's 23. The damage. Ooh, do we get any bonuses for rolling all the same number?
No.
Then it's only 15.
Well, it's dead.
It goes down.
Yeah. You like kind of hop out of the butterflies, like real cool looking. It's like the real like anime look, like where you like right into its side, and that is just the final straw for it as it yowls and
Shatter.
dies.
Glad I could line it up for you, Clatter.
It kind of, yeah, it dies. It doesn't have a cool spectral death. It just falls to its knees with a sad, mournful yowl and then just goes.
Hey, looks like we might be able to get a new coat out of this.
So we're back back up to the top of the round with Sunder.
Vampiric touch.
Okay. Vampiric touch might be a melee spell, so let me pull
It's
it
on your
up.
hand, and then you.
This is a risk.
Yeah. So you like
What?
dive down to the ground and you need to make a melee spell attack as you like reach out and try and grab the lad.
Reach out and touch him. Boom, doom, doom, doom.
23.
Darn. He sees you coming and he like tries to sort of like get his scimitar in between you and him, but he like sort of misjudges based on like just how fast you dived down. And you like duck right around the scimitar to his back and just like grab onto him.
Yeah, the back of his head.
Yeah, like the back of his head. Roll your 3d6, please.
The same sort of talony shadow skeleton hand on my hand. 12.
Nice.
You dealt 12 damage.
Yes.
All right, so you regain 6 hit
6.
points.
Yeah.
And
See you
if
later,
you
guys.
maintain concentration on this spell for 1 minute, you can continue to make this attack on each of your turns as an action.
I'm going to do that if I'm alive.
No problem.
I've got the perfect wand for this situation.
You really going to?
I don't know. I'm not sure what else to do.
There's
How
just a
bad is this
bunch
guy
of
looking?
butterflies.
Yeah, you can't even see where we are.
Yeah,
there
and
are
it would
butterflies
take
in the
the
way.
entirety of your action to get through the butterflies because you would have to dash to get through the butterflies.
Yeah. You have to be able to see your target.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if your target is the butterflies?
I think the target might be the butterflies. I actually like that too
You-
much.
Do you
Okay, so
have-
here's what I would allow. I would allow you to use your spell Dispel Magic to make the butterflies go away.
Okay.
If you want to
Toss
use your
your wand.
action to cast one of your 2 third-level spells to get rid of this environmental effect that you have created.
Well, if I make the butterflies go away and that's my turn, then he can see me.
Well, you
Yeah.
toss your wand to Clatter, and then Clatter uses your stupid wand.
The Bardic Inspiration's a bonus action. So I could conceivably, if I'm understanding this right, dispel the butterflies, and then being able to see Sunder gives Sunder some
at me. Yeah.
bardic inspiration.
Yes. You would also be able to use being able to see him means that if, say, he was going to make a very bad hit on Sunder, you could use silvery barbs too. You can also fly.
That's true.
By the way,
I'm the
I
one that
did
can't.
fly
Yeah.
here. But my leg hurts, which I don't know how that impacts flight. But I think we'll do that. I think we'll dispel the butterflies.
Okay.
It's sad to see him go. We'll give some bardic inspiration. And then take a nap. A long nap, I think, is what I have to do after that.
What?
You're like, I've done all my cool things for the day. It's time for
Good.
bed. Never mind the fact that there's 2 other fights going on
You're
right
so
now.
inspired. I've done everything I've needed to do.
AJ has
Okay.
concerns.
Oh, I was just thinking. Well, so I was gonna dash through those butterflies and get advantage, but I was just thinking, someone has gust of wind.
I mean,
Gust of
there's
wind on
there's
them.
all of
No.
I'm
these.
busy though.
There's also all of these abandoned stands and everything that you could use to hide behind. Like,
Yeah.
you have options.
Oh yeah.
Cutter, if you're disappointed the butterflies go away, I'll bring some back.
No, it's fine.
Maybe.
No, that's all good.
Regardless, it is the Yule lad's turn, and he doesn't look as happy as he did before. Like, he's just like a little he's like, you guys are raining on his parade. It's like a little disgruntled and kind of upset, and he's just like, why can't you let me have fun? As he strikes out at Sunder in front of him.
Hi guys.
For a more than 11.
Yep.
For a natural 20.
Nice. Yeah, see you later.
And a more than 11.
You'll be fine.
So
Who
he
uses
got
one?
I'm the
a
one with
natural
things that
20.
bring me back to life.
I think that one would be the one to not make happen. Right?
All right. So you want to cast silvery barbs.
I do.
Are your silvery barbs words, or do they look like little barbs? If feathers, you go.
I mean, so much of what I have spell-wise is all word stuff. I imagine it has to be words. Some jarring, distracting words like, hey, weirdo, stop hitting my friend.
I'm not
right.
weird.
That was still over an 11, but it wasn't a critical hit. So you at least did something.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 2d6
That's all
and
Quirks ever wanted to
1d4.
accomplish was just something.
Oh, he can't kill me. Nice.
8 plus 9 plus 7
Wait, I
equals.
thought 2d6 and 1d4.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm negative. See you later,
For
guys.
24 total damage. He's mad at you because you're ruining his fun, so he slashes out once across. He gets you in the leg, which causes you to buckle again, and so the second hit gets you right across the chest, and as you go down, he catches you and gets the dagger right into your gut.
Cool.
And as you feel consciousness ebb from you, as you go limp, and he lets you fall to the ground, and turns to face the other two with your friend's lifeblood on his weapons.
Yes.
And that makes
This
it
is
Cutter's
fun.
turn. Or Clatter's turn.
You took one of ours, and we took one of yours. Let's call it a draw and recoup our losses.
Clatter, we talked about this. It's all for 3, 3 for 1. Really need to find a fourth member. Praise just does not roll off the
Well,
tongue.
think of what happened to the last guy.
Well,
To be clear, the butterflies are still there.
No, the butterflies are
Okay,
gone.
you did.
You saw all this happen.
Uh-huh.
You, in fact, like, it could have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
Quirk at least made it like not a little bit worse. Like at like that second slash across the chest, like it was that could have been actually across the throat instead, but there's just like you recognized your friend's magic a little bit, like alter the trajectory of his cut with a little bit of a distraction. Oh, hey, who's that D20? Who's getting the advantage from your silvery barbs quirk?
We gave it to Sunder, but I don't know if that was wise.
Well, I still have some rolls to make here.
Okay, good.
Uh,
You can hear the
yeah.
song I sang for you
Yeah.
in your head.
I will allow
like that.
allow it to be used for your death saving throw in a minute. Clatter, what you doing?
I got to figure out how to get this guy disadvantage so I can get some sneak attack on him.
Or you can use your bonus action to duck and cover and then come back up the other side with your fancy crossbow
Yeah,
for your attack.
I think that's what he's going to have to do.
Okay. So with your uncanny action,
Uh-huh.
as you duck and cover behind a snowbank or some sort of debris,
Yeah.
make a stealth check for me, please.
All right. No problem. I got +9, so 14 + 9 is 23.
Yeah, you pretty much disappeared. Like, you're like that way, but not sure. Plus, he's not really focused on you anyway because he was in the midst of murdering your friend. So
Yeah.
you come back up and you've like put your rapier away as part of your tuck and
Mm-hmm.
roll and pulled out the crossbow instead and fire with advantage.
I flick the safety off and turn the dial and click the constellation on it, and you see a
which
little
one?
flame go on the end of the crossbow.
Ooh.
As he ignites it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to cut this guy down.
Mm-hmm.
Glad one of us
That
can.
is plus, so 14 plus. It's a range attack +6. Does magic give it a +1 attack too?
I think I gave you.
It's
Let's see.
magic. Let's see. So
It was your
the-
dexterity plus your proficiency. No, the short bow has cool things that you can do. It is not a +1 weapon, though.
Oh, crazy. All right. I need one more D8. Burn this guy down.
Oh, you can't use flames.
What do you mean?
You already used your bonus action.
Oh,
It says
I already
as
used
a
the bonus
bonus action, you can invoke one of the constellations.
Flip a story point. Okay.
I unfortunately did not prepare to use that home roll today.
No, it's we're good. We're good. All right. I need to figure out. Okay, can't use that, but I can use that. And this is a crossbow, which is the D8. Okay. 6 + 6 + 2 is 14. Plus. So I get damages on melee. +3. 6, 12, 14, 17 points. But the magic.
That's how much damage he did?
Yep.
He did. He like drops your friend and he's turning to face up the street. Seeing only one creature when he knew that there had been two, and just as he like is having that thought, this crossbow like bolt just comes out of nowhere from his perspective and just gets him like right in the throat. and those like weird white eyes of his like widen. And the weird thing is that the cat just died. There is a dead creature in the street now. But he, like, it's like everything that made him real fades out until all that's left is just an ice sculpture with an arrow sticking through its throat.
Dang magicians.
Then it shatters. And he's gone. Congratulations. You defeated the first winter lad.
Yeah.
And Sunder is bleeding out. Sunder, you want to make a death saving throw for me, please?
Rolling
Medic.
Wait, this isn't like a video game where he gets to stand up now that combat's over?
No.
Doodle-doo.
What do I have to roll?
You roll a d20 and you add your constitution modifier.
And I'm rolling with advantage because of quirk.
Why
Plus
are
three.
you rolling? Oh, yeah.
Because you let him
Rolling
do
with
it.
advantage because of silvery barbs. Yep.
Okay. What do I have to roll over?
Target
What?
number.
What do I have to roll over?
Oh, 10.
Okay. I did it.
Good job.
22.
That is a successful death save.
I only
Stabilize.
2 successes to go. Anybody want to
Hey.
help a bird out?
Quirk, it's your turn.
Yeah. Definitely
You know,
regretting
cure wounds.
letting you talk me into getting rid of cure wounds last night.
Oh God. You don't have cure wounds. Oh no. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4,
No, I'm
5,
the
6,
one.
7,
I'm the one
8,
who can
9.
make people not dead.
Hold on a second.
Quirk has it on his.
You can only know
I
9
have
spells.
Spare the dead.
You can only know
dying.
8 spells. Yeah, but you're currently dying. You're sitting here panicking because you're like, I don't know what he meant. Like, you told, like, you're kind of like yelling at your dying friend, like, you told me I didn't need to know healing magic.
It was
I
thing I was supposed to know.
The deity said that.
However, you
Cure light wounds.
you are proficient in medicine.
Okay.
And I have an herbalism kit if that will help at all. If you search through my goods.
I'm not sure he's proficient in herbalism kits. I don't see it under his
Probably not.
proficiencies.
I do have a
And
book
I
about
think
though.
it uses a specific feat in order to get hit points back. Otherwise, an herbalism kit is pretty much good for just making like antitoxins and potions of healing.
Not potions of anti-dying.
Not potions of anti-dying. Or herbalism kits, I mean. So you can stabilize him with a successful medicine check.
Okay.
Or stabilize her with a successful medicine check.
I got a 5.
Good job.
Yeah, I think you actually have to open it.
No,
And-
Clatter,
and,
look,
like,
you
put-
stick your finger in the bleeding parts.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then you put the bag.
You're
You
like,
have
I only
in the
have
bag.
2 hands and there's like 5 wounds.
He's
Having
still
a
bleeding out of
dream.
that one. Clatter.
Dream about my mug of never-ending coffee.
Uh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Thunder,
I'm proficient
would
at
you
opening up
like to
wounds.
go ahead and make another death saving throw for me, please?
Does
That's a
Clatter
6.
get to go first?
Does Clatter have something that he can do to help in this situation?
Potion of healing? Does that count as?
What do you have?
What?
I don't know.
Well, wait. Who gave you a cloak of the manta ray?
It's on my character sheet. It's fast character. All right, I'll trade the cloak of the mana ray off for the crossbow and keep the potions of healing.
You can absolutely keep the potions of healing because I should have given you guys potions of healing anyway. So if you want to use one of your potions of healing to save your friend, do so now or forever hold your
Nice.
Wait,
peace.
where do I put this?
Well, open
Which
up,
hole?
bird brain. Uh-huh. Ooh, that's a 4. That's a 2. So that's a 8.
What does that mean?
You heal 8.
You get
Oh,
8 hit
okay.
points back. You are no longer dying.
8
Congratulations.
HPs.
And your throws, your death saving throws, and reset.
Okay.
So the one that you had made, you can erase it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
haven't. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Where's my
but
coffee?
the problem is you owe me a healing potion. So
Let's see. I
I'm
roll for
just-
my coffee. We got an 18, so I get to drink some.
you're leaking out right there. Might want to patch that hole too.
Oh. Just rub some potion on it.
I'm glad I didn't have to resort to using the Wand of Wonder on you.
It would have been great. It would have been great.
What would the Wand of Wonder do?
Oh,
Is
so I
there-
don't know
is
that I
there any- let's
specified
see. We
when
have
the Wand of
slow-
Wonder was given to Quirk. It wasn't given with like an understanding of what it does. It was, here is a wand to make all of your dreams come true.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Because I have not
You see-
read that chart. I want to be surprised every time.
Better Quirk. This is
Ah.
why we don't come to towns.
They were on the outside of town. This was
They came into town.
yeah.
This is why we don't come to towns. This happens every time we come to a town.
It happens sometimes when we're between towns too.
But
Yeah.
mostly when we're in civilization.
Yeah, well,
This is what happens if you put up a fence.
To,
People just want to get past the
it
fence.
wasn't. We've talked about this, son. It wasn't just the fence. It was the fact that you heard somebody was having a problem, and you're like, I should go listen.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have to save people if we weren't in a place where people needed to be saved.
You hear a bunch of other crashing sounds from the other streets.
That sounds like your job.
It sounds like our job since you started this. I would have just, if it was left up to me, I would have had eggnog and I would have had extra cookies and some silvers and some coppers. But you said, let's go save people.
So I guess that's what we're doing.
Lead the way, Clatter.
What? Actually, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Lead the way, Clatter.
Okay. All right. Well, we're in the middle, so we can either go that way and, well, we're closer to this one. So let's go see what this one is.
Or we could go home.
It's nighttime.
I offered that already, and you said there could be people to help. So apparently that choice isn't a choice we're making.
Sender, it's at this moment where you hear like at least one of the side streets, there's like audible like sounds of like relief and like some cheers, and you see an owl go overhead straight towards the other fight.
That would be Ava. Druid that I told you about.
Oh, yeah.
You were telling us about a
don't-
druid?
Yeah, she looked like she had about 20 years experience on us.
Oh.
I guess we should go
pretty
check
long.
it out.
Again, lead the way, Clatter.
Hey, you might want to heal yourself, before we go too far.
Hey, you might want to provide options for ways for me to heal myself.
I could
Hey,
try medicine.
I wouldn't advise him using the wand.
Looking at the state of your hands, I think you tried medicine already, and I'm not sure that went well.
I learned a lot since then.
You also not have cure wounds?
No,
You don't even have good berry?
no, why would I have that?
He's not that sort of druid.
Oh, thank God for Ava.
But you
I
don't
can
have
make a
good
flower
cure
blossom.
wounds either?
Oh. Hey, it's at this point where
I can make something stinky. I can make it smell like a skunk in here. I can make us invisible.
Yep. Those are options.
All right.
Nice. You have Revivify. Someone has Revivify on their character sheet.
No, I don't have it.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
My question now is, it is 12:15 at night,
Oh, yeah.
and there is another combat. Are we going to do this combat and then call it?
Well, it sounds like we're having a January session.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
All
really liking our guest GMs or
Yeah.
DM, so I'm all for having another January session.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. With the addition of Ava, this next combat should go a little bit faster, which will set us up very nicely for the next chapter of the one shot.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Way is this?
So this has
Um,
been Hopco for the month of December, but the winter festivities continue, as you clearly heard. I don't have to repeat everything that you just listened to, but be sure and like and
Stop it.
subscribe the video and join the Discord. Again, everyone's welcome, including people named Paul who might be interested. You can come hang out with us. If
Yeah,
your
come on,
name's
Paul.
not Paul, you
Yeah,
also
come on,
are
Paul.
welcome. So, bye everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I-
Thank you.